Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Sophie. I own a spa salon studio. I'm a makeup artist and licensed esthetician, and I like to discuss beauty topics related to makeup and skincare from the perspective of a professional. So if you're interested in those topics, I would encourage you to subscribe. It's free. All you have to do is press that button down below. And today's topic is going to be LED therapy and what it can do for the skin. And actually, we have a sponsor for today's video. It is ARTEMIS mask. This is the ARTEMIS mask. I have the face and the neck component to tell you a little bit about today. But before we jump into the product, I want to give you a background on what LED therapy does in general. And whether you are a consumer or a professional, this information could be relevant to you and your needs. So LED uses light therapy to deliver energy to your skin cells in order to treat specific concerns. So the two main types that we normally hear about in the skincare treatment space are blue LED and red LED. Now, blue is the type that I use the most in my practice. So I am acne prone, and most of my clients are also acne prone. So that's why we use the blue. Now, what the blue does is it oxygenates the skin, which helps to kill bacteria. Bacteria do not thrive in oxygen-rich environments. So the wavelength of the blue light itself targets that area of the skin where breakouts occur. There's a lot of scientific backing for LED and its efficacy, and it doesn't sensitize the skin the way other modalities do, like chemical peels, for example. So if you have acne-prone skin that's also sensitive, and even if you're not sensitive and you feel like you're trying a lot of products that, kind of either run their course or you can't overuse them because they end up sensitizing your skin, like a lot can kind of go off balance when you're using topicals and exfoliants and stuff like that to treat your acne prone skin. So LED is a great complement to that. Now, in addition to blue, the other color that is the most talked about and widely used in the skincare treatment space is red LED. Now, the wavelength with red LED is such that it reaches deeper into the skin. So it actually stimulates collagen and elastin production in the dermis. So it's going to help with skin hydration, anti-aging, but it's also going to help promote circulation and soothe and calm the skin. So if you are worried about wrinkles and redness, then red LED is the way to go. If you are mostly concerned about breakouts, then blue LED is the way to go. However, I have noticed that most clients respond best to a combination of red and blue because the anti-inflammatory benefits that you get from the red LED can be super beneficial for those with acne-prone skin. And I want to reiterate that not only is LED super effective, but sometimes it's a better option or a good complement to treatments like chemical exfoliants, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, stuff like that. Like, not everyone is a candidate for everything. So it's good if whether you're a professional or a consumer just kind of struggling with skin concerns, it's good to know about different types of modalities because sometimes certain modalities kind of run their course, like your skin isn't responding as well, or you overdid it with the salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, or like my clients who get a lot of waxing done, you can't combine chemical exfoliation with waxing. So we rely on LED for their anti-aging and clarifying benefits. In general, you have lots of options on the market for different products and devices to treat specific skin concerns. But I want to tell you a little bit about what makes this product so cool. So let's jump into the ARTEMIS mask. So first of all, I love that it has a separate face and neck component because part of what makes LED the most effective is its proximity to the skin. So, you can't get any more proximal than this. And I also like that this, at least on me, does offer some coverage of my chest, and I do break out on my chest. I'm gonna put an image on the screen of myself wearing these, and yes, you're wearing like a plastic covering on your face, but I actually didn't find it that weird or claustrophobic. Like, I could breathe just fine. I could actually open my eyes and see. I have no discomfort with opening my eyes while this is on, so I basically just wear it while I'm watching TV. And that's when I recommend using your devices, because it's minimal effort. So while I was pleasantly surprised by the comfort and convenience of using this product, that's not even my favorite part of it. My favorite part is the settings. Like, you can actually do targeted treatments. So let me give you an example. So I am 30 years old. I do care about anti-aging. I've actually cared about it, since I was like 18, but my primary concern has always been breakouts. So I'm gonna put a picture on the screen of my favorite setting on the mask, which is when it is blue all over the face, but red around the eyes, because I want to anti-age my eye area while treating the rest of my face for breakouts. Is that not so genius? I think that's amazing. Whereas with other devices, sometimes they only offer one color, or they'll offer multiple settings, but you can only use one color at a time. Whereas with the ARTEMIS mask, I feel that it's very targeted to the specific areas of your face, which as an esthetician, that's something that I talk about a lot. Each zone of your face might need something different. Especially with my specialty, which is adult acne, I'm dealing with like multifaceted concerns. I'm dealing with clients who might have aging concerns and acne concerns. So when it comes to controlling the settings, there is an app that makes it super handy to just choose which setting you want to put it on. But you also don't need to use the app. You can, like, if you don't have your phone on you, or you don't feel like it, you can just use this button to change the setting. I am not the most like tech savvy person. Like, when it comes to like physical machines and hardware, I get really intimidated, but I felt that this was pretty easy to figure out considering like how many different types of functionalities it has. And it's not just the face mask that has like targeted settings. You can do multiple colors on the neck as well. So this is my favorite setting for the neck, where it's red on top and blue on the bottom, because I don't get breakouts on my neck personally, so I want to anti-age my neck, but I do get breakouts like in my cleavage, so I do like that I have the blue down here to treat breakouts on the chest cleavage area. Now, everything I just said about the red and the blue light are things that I know from my training and career and experience as an esthetician. I actually don't know a ton about the other colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and just read you from the manual what these other colors are supposed to do. So it does say for red, it's good for elasticity and anti-aging, which we talked about. Mode number 2 is green, which is good for your skin tone, evening skin tone. Blue is good for oily skin and acne prone skin, as we said. Yellow is good for reducing redness and whitening. So I guess that means brightening. And then it says that sky blue is moisturizing. So again, I can't speak to like the efficacy of those, because just my experience and research has been mainly with red and blue. But it is cool that you get all of these different modes. Now you can do this for up to 30 minutes at a time. The default setting is 10 minutes, but then it will switch to the next color. So you can do like 10 minutes of blue and then 10 minutes of red, or you can change it to 30 minutes of blue all over with red around the eyes, which again is my favorite setting. So you can go to the device settings in the app and increase the time, you can increase the intensity, you can turn off the beep, and I just think that this is like a really cool customizable treatment. And again, if you don't feel like using the app, it's pretty easy to just use the button manually too. Now, this device is recommended both for home use and use in the treatment space by professionals. So again, like, no matter who you are watching, I think as long as you're a candidate for electrical modalities, like if you're not pregnant and not prone to seizures, have epilepsy, if you're not on Accutane, talk to your doctor, obviously, if you have any kind of condition that you think might contraindicate you to this. I, in general, do recommend LED therapy. If you're a professional, my opinion is like you should definitely be offering some sort of LED. I think it's a great complement to so many treatments, whether you want to do it before a chemical peel or after extractions, or even as a standalone treatment. Definitely think that LED like has a place in every esthetician's practice. And quite frankly, like before I opened my own place, I never worked with LED and I don't know how I lived without it. LED is best used on clean, dry skin. When I trained at Dermalogica, they said that you could use it while the client has a transparent mask on. So let's say like just a clear gel mask. And I know like Esthetician is a really popular jelly mask company. They make the peel off masks, and they have one called Clear LED see-through mask or something like that. But I don't recommend that, and it is not recommended by ARTEMIS either for you to have anything on the skin while you are doing an LED treatment. Because if there's something on the surface of the skin, it can reflect the light and bounce it off, so to speak, and you're not going to get the benefits from the light. And then even if it is transparent, it can still scatter and refract the light and hinder your results and the efficacy of the treatment. So some companies will say that you can use LED with product sitting on top of the skin, but I am very much on board with the idea that you shouldn't do that, that you should have clean, dry skin when performing an LED treatment. And as long as you're following that rule and you make sure you know your contraindications, go according to the manufacturer's guidelines and your client's doctor, and always have your clients sign a waiver. You know, you want to protect yourself and you want to do what's best for your client, right? So make sure that you know your contraindications and that you know your client and you do a thorough intake and all of that. But aside from that, as long as the client is a candidate, you kind of can't go wrong. You know what I mean? Like I do this in conjunction with microdermabrasion, extractions, chemical peels, and you can even do it before a chemical peel because it's not like it only works while it's on. You know what I'm saying? Like that, let's say you do red before a chemical peel, you're still gonna get those soothing benefits, especially if you're doing a self-neutralizing peel that needs to be left on for 8 to 24 hours, like a Jesner peel, for example. You're not gonna do LED with the peel on. You know what I'm saying? You want to do the LED before that. Same thing with waxing for me. Like I like to perform red LED before waxing on some clients, and I do it before because I don't want their skin to just be like dry and exposed after waxing. I want to put like a nice hydrating, soothing product on it immediately after waxing. So anyways, it's a very customizable, integratable aspect to skincare, whether you're doing it at home or in your professional treatments. If you're a consumer watching this and you feel like you've tried so many products, like so many topical products, and you're not getting the results that you're after, it might be time to incorporate an electrical modality, a machine of some sort. And LED is a great place to start because, again, as long as you're a candidate, you kind of can't go wrong. And especially with a device like the ARTEMIS, I mean, it offers face and neck coverage, which is awesome. Again, we talked about how important proximity is, but this is so customizable. You have all the different colors and you can use different colors on different areas of the face all at once, which I think is just such a game changer. As with any treatment, results may vary, and it could take a series of treatments to see the results that you're after. In the case where you're using LED to calm inflammation, that's the sort of thing where your skin might be way less irritated than it would have been if you didn't do the LED. But with things like wrinkles, breakouts, I mean, actually sometimes I do find some like instantaneous results with breakouts, but in general, with things like wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and even breakouts, it can take some time to treat. As with any kind of treatment, any kind of modality, you do want to be patient, and consistency is key. With consistency and also blending the different modalities and finding the right combination for your skin in general, but also your skin where it's at now, is super important. And again, with something that's like customizable, where you can choose your different colors and your intensities and your settings and target the different areas of the face, neck, and upper chest, I think you're gonna give yourself the best chance at finding those results that you can, as opposed to something that's more generic or like a handheld LED where you can only really spot treat. Long story short, if you haven't tried LED and you know that you're a good candidate, I think that so many people, I think most skin concerns could benefit from LED. And I think that this device in particular is pretty like comprehensive and customizable, and just like I'm impressed with this device, you know what I mean? And I mean, I'm not being sponsored to even talk about my opinion. I'm being sponsored just to share the information with you, but I did want to share that, like, you know, out of all, like, everything that I've seen in my career, like, this is very cool. If you're interested in checking out the ARTEMIS and or purchasing the device, I do have an affiliate link, which does give me a kickback. So if you do choose to purchase through that link, I very much appreciate it, although it is no pressure and you don't have to, of course, but that will be linked down below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments down below and I will do my best to respond. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, so I know to make more videos like this, and so YouTube knows to push this video out to more people. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like more beauty content from a professional perspective. Thank you again to ARTEMIS for sponsoring this video. I'm super excited about it, and thank you all so much for your support as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.